Yo, 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 gangsters. What's going on? Um, First update, first video in a month. Not really active anymore, 'cause who cares? But anyway, I would like to break down a little bit of the last month, just for fun, for jokes and giggles. So let's have a look at the market. First information off is that I have been massively reducing the positions I'm looking at. So I've been analyzing various cryptos and commodities and stocks and stuff, and I realized it's mentally demanding to keep track of so many different things with so many different charts. So I really break it down now to my favorite things for the next month, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic Storage, silver and gold. Some specific stocks I'm also looking at. But this is what I want to talk about. It's gonna be these. I'm still very much likely of the um, theory that the worst is yet to come. I don't think that the politicians are able to do a soft landing. Let's say it like this, that the world is gonna have a soft landing of this scenarios we're looking at. We've been printing money like crazy since 2008. We have done even more so the most amount money printed throughout the Corona crisis. Ironically, with the same, while we've been printing so much money in order to sustain and keep the economy somehow alive, there has been almost no productivity or a lot less productivity, which cannot justify the amount of money that has been printed. The market's been pumping. It's all just irrationally been happening, and now they want to tell us it's going to be a soft landing potentially. Interestingly enough, the same was said in I think 2007, like right about a year before um, the economic crisis of 2008. I think that's a really interesting. So let's have a look at this soft landing economy 2000. Like let's just do that. Should do the trick. Bum, maybe not article. 2007. I've read it already. Ah, here we are. Reuters. So this article is from September 26th, 2007. A Reuters article. US inflation pressures are easing and the economy should manage a soft landing, the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas said on Wednesday. Well, we all know what happened about a year later. I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just very cautious about this. I like it. The situation we're in is just crazy from an economical perspective, and politically, we're just at this time with Russia, the U.S. Weird things happening that like gas pipelines are blown up in Nordic, sorry, like in the Baltic Sea. Is it the Baltic Sea? I'm not really fit in this kind of stuff, location-wise, but a lot of things happening. A lot of things have happened with Corona, and the economy has not been gotten more than a hit. This is not normal. In my opinion, it's just one political leader passing the card house to the next guy. It's like a ticking time bomb, and everyone trying to make sure it doesn't blow up in their own hands. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, this move really crazy here from 16 to 25. That's a 50% move. That's crazy. It's a lot, but in my opinion, it is unjustified, and that is why my focus remains on being within fiat stable coins, US dollars, euros, whatever you earn your money in Czech crowns. Silver and gold still. I want to talk about this as well today. I just want to like this is my intro. This is what I think personally. That might age well or it doesn't. I might have missed the bottom, and the bottom might be not in. In the end, we're looking still decently well at this point. So let's put everything a little bit into perspective for Bitcoin now, and then we take it slowly from here. No fault, what you can't afford to lose, and that's that. Just be safe out there, really. It is a crazy time. Take care of your friends, yourself, your family, the most important things in life, eh? Your health, most importantly. I've seen some real weird stuff where people lose all their money in investing and trading. And as someone who lost myself, I lost quite a lot of money in this game as well, and it's tough. It's tough. You are chasing the money, but these markets tend to rather drain you out of it than give you a lot of it. So really make sure to understand what you're doing or do like a dollar cost average. Then you're really, I think, doing well. Something I'm doing now as well to make sure I'm not doing more long-term perspectives now as I realize my trading has been doing well sometimes, yes, sometimes no, but overall it's a negative. So, I mean, just because the more you trade, the more likely you're gonna lose, especially with leverage and that stuff. Anyway, let's have a look at it. The market, we're looking at Bitcoin right now. Massive, like great move really. Started New Year is where it started from 16,500 to 25,200. Of course. I mean, whoever thought it just rushes through 25 is very optimistic to say. The rejection here is just normal. I mean, even if this is just a pullback, I don't think so. Like, I mean, there are several theories within the books right now, but basically the fact that we are stopping here, which is what we did as well in August 2022, is normal. Now the question is, how far will it dip? At the moment, it's holding up well here at the 23,600, an important level. If that wouldn't hold, the next short-term goal would be 22 and a half, 21 and a half, and then 18,000. Now, how low will Bitcoin go over the next weeks and months? Or will it just straight get back up here and just like retest this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low? Like as long as it holds here, it looks good. Let's see. I mean, it has been a massive move, but I just personally don't think so. I think we have to rather look at a dip at 22 and a half or maybe 21 and a half. Maybe it goes even back down to 18. It will make a massive head and shoulders formation where you have here the left shoulder, which went from August until November, then November this the head developing until the January time. Now getting back up to 25, make another shoulder over the next like that was June until November, so next 5 months. Like who knows? Who knows? And you just need to be ready for whatever is coming. Like you want to wait to buy the dip, or you want to where is the dip to buy them? At which how much money are you ready to allocate at which position size? So let's say you have $100 over, like you buy for 100 at 22 and a half, or rather buy here 30, another 30 here, and the rest here, but eventually will never come back down there. It's just really depends how risk averse you want to be at this times. And I just urge you to, like I'm rather careful these days than getting too excited. I mean, I wish I would have done more with that move, but I haven't, and that's just it. Gotta accept that. Because overall, I have been had the same opinion over the last like I think 3 years that it's just an intense market. It's just too much valuation for something that is overvalued in my opinion, like massively overvalued. Anyway, so that's the drill. Let's see. If it goes over 25,000, yeah. If it always losing at 25,500 and holds that level, closes here a daily, a weekly, I'm happy to go long with a stop loss at 20, 24 and a half, 24/7. Let's see if it gets there. Let's see if it gets there. So that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, pretty similar. Pretty similar. It's holding relatively well still. We've been stalling at 1720. Had the move from basically 1200 to 1720. Right now, stopping here, not really dropping massively. I mean, we're at 1640, so that's just an $80 move down from here. I think a retest of the 1400 area is very reasonable. Would be also the daily 200 daily moving average retest. So let's see. Um, the same here. I'm just waiting. I definitely don't want to. Like, this is not a place you want to buy. If you missed the train, then you missed it. Accept it. Like, you want to wait for a dip or wait until it confirms to close above that level, and you want to make the move from 1700, let's say 50 until $2,000. It's reasonable. Um, Even though I think there's still here the seven, like around here 1780, a small resistance. But definitely, like, this is a range you're not trading or investing in my opinion. So just wait until something happens. Until then, just be patient. Be really patient. As this game is it's a game of patience, actually. The more you trade, the more you understand that the only way to be successful is to be patient. If this is exciting, if trading and investing is exciting, you're probably doing it wrong and probably losing money. What else? Matic. Matic had, my God, crazy move from, I mean, from 70 cents really here. Also January up until 160. That's just a, well, more than 100. It's 120% move. Right now at 130, it could be again like a retest. If it breaks, I would is almost somewhere where you could rebuy it if you're really bullish. I wouldn't, just because it's below the 10-day moving average, just because it has such a massive move. If I just change here to the weekly, like, wow, from the beginning of January until, like, this is just a lot. It makes like any pullback to 115 to $1 very reasonable, like not unlikely. So you see already here, you could have had amazing short here. I was actually shorting it at I was shorting it at 148 with like a stop loss of 153 because I was like, okay, if it breaks above that, then might just keep running. Well, it didn't. Anyway, I was stopped out. That's the game. I need to adjust here really, like put more buffer, less leverage to make sure I can, because these moves are usually very well. And yeah, I had a few of these occasions last week, so I don't want to really get into that too much. But anyway, this is a pullback. Of course, it's a big red candle. Let's see how big it's gonna be. Like maybe it really recovers from here. I think you could literally even go long here if you wanted to, and you have a stop loss at 127. Is a very reasonable risk reward. Personally, I wouldn't do it just because I think there might be like a short-term bounce to 140 and back down, but it's just for me right now after all this green, I just want to rather be patient. That's the weekly chart, right? Now, what else do we have? Storage is over 200 daily moving average, got rejected at major resistance, 52 cents. Right now at 46 cents. Pullback to 40 is fine, even like 30. I mean, let's see. It had not a crazy run as the other storage is a coin I have an eye on for another reason. But that's just myself. I wouldn't really like chart-wise, I wouldn't recommend it for anyone really. Silver. Now here we go. Silver is you can witness right now literally how exciting a moment where silver is um testing the 200 daily moving average. $21 pretty straight on point right now, testing it 24th of February. Um and and I'm buying here a little bit. I'll buy here silver for the long term. If it dips lower, I'm fine with that. I'm buying here some though. Definitely. I like it. I think silver and gold do better in crisis, and therefore this is for me a buying. Absolutely. Like maybe it retests, like I think it will bounce until 2150 to be honest. Probably gets rejected here. But this is for me like a long-term trade. Definitely buying here. Sorry, definitely loading up here. It's not like a full-term trade, but yeah, I'm definitely loading up here. Gold, same. I bought a little. I will buy more at 1800, but it moves far away from the 10-day moving average. It will bounce back here. Like this is, I think, a trade even. This is worth a trade for silver and gold, unless there is something crazy happening I'm not aware of. But yep, it's a buy, or a load up position for me personally. So gold and silver again, like they had this run, right? We moved from $18 up to 24 and a half, almost 25, now back to 21. So you have already had a pullback of, let's take the mean of 13%. That's nice. That's nice. And again, like it will in a crisis do well. That's what I think is coming. It will perform relatively better than the rest. And let's see if it will. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I mean, if it loses this level of 20 and a half, no, what is the 20.8? I want to look at yeah, if it loses, yeah, that I want to, yeah, let's see what's going to happen next. Will be interesting, interesting. What else? Gold, as I said, 1800 for me already load up zone. If it loses 1800, then okay, let's see. Next stop 1775, 1730. I will buy it on the way down definitely. Just because I'd rather be in gold and silver at the moment than anything else. Um, and that's it. But the reasonable positions overall. Euro USD, we had actually a good run from, I mean, wow, the chart is also really fascinating. For me, it's just a cool time to be in this market if you just follow it for fun. We went from when get a euro was worth than a dollar five. So if you would like just trade in and out of with euros and your dollars, you could make 5%, 15% money with just exchanging fiat currencies. Interesting. Right, and that's about it, I think. We have the SPX and BNB, something I don't want to get into right now. BNB, yeah, like it's holding up well as well here. Maybe at 300 can look at it again. Um, but at the moment I'm just waiting. I will focus really on Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, and silver. And that's it, guys. So please do whatever you please, do whatever you want to do. Just take care that you make smart decisions, don't FOMO, don't make any sudden reactions to certain market movements. And wish you all the best, guys. Happy days, happy weekend, happy whatever you want to be happy in.